Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6. This is the mid-season finale. I don't know why we keep doing mid-season finales, but here we are. Now, this episode didn't really pick up till it got real close to like the end. So stick around until the end of the review because that's when it's really going to get good, okay? And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out my other content if you haven't already. Definitely trying to help this channel grow, and I need your help. So I definitely appreciate it in advance, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. We pick up with Preston prancing around with Danny's uniform on because he's so called high. Whatever. If this is the best y'all could do after you made them a couple, Tyler, we can just get rid of Preston's character altogether. Because what is this? So Preston calls Zach, and Zach is wondering what's going on because it sounds like Preston is tripping over the phone, like he can hear it. So Danny grabs the phone and she asks Zach to come over to help. Because what is he supposed to do? Like, I'm confused. What? If y'all just want to film together, I mean, I guess. I really don't know what Tyler was thinking with this scene. Like, it's not funny or nothing. Like, it really wasn't giving what he thought it gave. Like, quite unnecessary and just taking up space. But okay, I hope it's going somewhere when the writers finally walk into the room to help him. Anyway, it's a Tyler Perry production. Let me stop giving it so much energy. So Calvin comes home and Maurice did like a complete 180. He down in the dumps because of, after what he did. He tells Calvin that he went to the DA's office to take the blame for the whole thing because he don't want anything to happen to Sabrina. And Sabrina made a point later, like, how does he even know this is going to work? He don't. They want it for Sabrina bad, so this ain't really stopping anything. So Calvin calls Sabrina to stress her out and let her know what Maurice did. Sabrina ends up calling Danny and they briefly discuss their troubles. And Danny tells Sabrina, like, well, let Maurice take the rap for you. Let him do the bid. I mean, it was low key his fault. Sabrina's right. It was Q's fault. Now, the only fault Maurice had was being, you know, not in his right state of mind over some man. He ain't the first, he ain't the last. We all done been there before. But I know he didn't think it would turn into all this. So Zach comes over to Danny. He's looking fine as ever in his suit. And I ain't really trying to lust too much over no married man because he married in real life. But he did look good in that suit. I'm just saying. Per usual, this nonsense is dragging on way too long. And Preston says the N word. It's going a little bit too far for me. Like, where are we going with this and why? He starts calling after Zach leave because he came over there and he can't resolve a thing. So him coming over was a complete waste of time. Preston starts calling Danny the B word under his breath. Like at this point, is he acting? Like I feel like he just saying everything he like low key been wanting to say, and he just getting away with it because he's pretending to be, under the influence. So Sabrina comes over to Calvin and Maurice's place. She's in their apartment begging for Maurice not to do this. Like, don't do it. Wait for the lawyer and all this stuff. And Maurice is like, over and over and over and over and over again that it's already done. He already did it. So there's nothing else for him to do but to turn himself in. Aaron and Pam are in their white suits with not a speck of dirt or nothing on. I don't know what they're supposed to be cleaning. They pretending like they're cleaning a salon. How Pam is cleaning in 6-inch stilettos, I have no idea. It is beyond me, but okay. Couldn't put sneakers on her to make it look more believable. She's talking about I look like a snowman in my suit. You look silly having them high heels on, pretending like you cleaning. So at the law firm, Gary pulls up on Andi. She's sitting there. She was happy until she saw him. He got hating with him. And she immediately starts curving him because she just can't be bothered. Like, she told him already. He's like, you owe me an apology for what you said. She done told you a million times. That's how she really feels. You won't accept it and you want to make her apologize so you can just move on. She said you're only good for one thing and one thing only. Accept it. Or not. And just leave her alone, please. Where are your children? So, Gary, because after she walked off, she couldn't be bothered. Gary starts talking to Hayden, and because Hayden laughing at him, and he was like, well, at least I know where my girl is. Hayden said, it don't seem like she your girl to me. Me neither. Zach walks in, and Hayden still can't stand him, and they don't like each other. But his mind is on his wife. Now, Gary claimed he was going to try to call Tamara later on, so we going to see. I know she ain't out the picture yet. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't get a post nut, but I guess they don't exist here. So, whatever. Ooh, sorry, my chest tight. So Zach goes into Fatima's office, and they meeting with the lawyer that's supposed to be helping him with his case with his son, who I know we did a little at-home kid, but I need y'all to go to, the courthouse and get a real DNA test done. And that seems to not be happening here on the show, and it's getting on my nerves a little bit. Please get it done by a professional, please. So now, I mean, I've never had to go through any, DNA issues, but if this were an actual thing, I wouldn't be doing no at-home kits, okay? This ain't nothing to be playing with. The lawyer clearly wants Fatima, like he high-key flirting with her, and he seemed like he's not pleased with Zach and his baby mama drama. And neither am I. Like, I mean, I used to really love them together, but this is too much. I want my girl Fatima to free herself from these shackles, because struggle love ain't it. It never pays off in the long run. It never does. You all just holding down, and it usually does not pay off. So the lawyer said there's no record of that neighbor calling the people on the baby mama, because when you say when you calling the people, you know what that means. He said there's no record of that. And then he was like, did you get the neighbor's name or anything? And Zach was like, no. And Fatima was like, yes, it's such and such at this apartment on this street, and she'd be home at this time. And the lawyer's like, I know you would always come through. Zach better appreciate what he got, okay? Up here arguing. He better not be saying nothing, because Fatima going to get things done. So after the lawyer leaves, Zach tells Fatima he wants full custody of his son. And she like, now, wait a minute. I thought I was just going to be a part-time stepmama. I didn't sign up for no full-time madness. Yeah, that's why if she's not ready, she shouldn't do it. If you're not, because she going to be the one doing most of the work. I guarantee. So if she ain't ready for that, she should get her things and go back to her apartment. Eventually she said she would, be sticking beside him, because that's her man. And I just don't know if I ever want to be these deep in the trenches of struggle love, like ever. Like, please do not be putting me through hell and back. I really don't want to do that. I just, the thought of it just, ugh. So Maurice gets a call from the DA, and he got to go turn himself in. And they were serious for about 2 seconds. Then Maurice gonna look at Sabrina talking about, you just want to go to the jails to see how many fine men there are. That's probably where all the fine men are, because they ain't out walking the streets. Like, you don't just be out and about to see no fine men just walking around like that no more. That might be where they at. So Sabrina was like, no, I'm not. And Maurice gonna say, I was talking to Calvin. Ooh, he had to give us one last one before he put them cuffs on his wrist. So Karen finally arrives outside of her salon. Is she appreciative that even her clients are coming in to help clean? Does she even acknowledge Aaron? No. Pam hands her a check after her and Aaron were pretending to work, and they moving one table, and that's the most work they did all day. So after Karen gives her Zach's check, she gets mad, like, because Pam won't take it back or do nothing with it. She like, girl, what, you better not waste this money. You need it. And she do. Miss, I can't spend $30 a month for insurance. So Karen gets mad after what happened last night, which seems like it happened last year, with Fatima coming into her home. She get mad and rip the check up. So she calls Zach to yell at him for keeping his word and giving her the money like he said he would. Girl, she's so, oh my goodness, her personality is just, ugh. So Zach wouldn't answer. He's sitting in Fatima's office. Andi done came in there because she hiding from Gary. So they just sitting there looking. So he wouldn't answer, and Fatima just ends up answering. And Karen starts cussing Fatima out, saying she'll pop her. Pow, pow. Okay? And Fatima was like, do it then. If you really, you playing like you about that life, but I'm really about that life. I'll be waiting for you at the door, okay? If you really about it, then come through to my workplace, okay? I'm ready for you. I'm waiting. Yeah, I wouldn't be having her coming to the law firm. So Andi and Zach are just shaking in their seats. They don't know what to do. They rocking from left to right. Karen and Fatima going back and forth. And Zach takes the phone, and Karen says she'll just take care of the baby by herself. this baby that we don't know is even his. And Zach said, okay. And Karen starts yelling to him, that's all you have to say is okay, you don't care. No, he's like, I mean, and she's like, fine, like, F you, F you, F you. Hangs up on, and then he was like, okay, bye, have a good day. He hangs up on her. So Karen ends up calling Andi, and Andi is shooketh. And Karen tells Andi to show Zatima the email, and Andi ain't even had no chance to look at no email, so she's like, I don't know what she's talking about. And no, because Fatima is staring at me. And Karen start cussing her out. She like, you really not a real friend. Like, you always side with her. You was no friend of mine. You are my friend of me. She hang up on her. So she was like, cause she coming. So yeah. And everybody is just agreeing, like, Karen is losing her mind. Talking about some pregnancy hormones. No, she losing her mind over that man because he don't want her. And she just finally just comes to the realization that if it is his baby, you going to be a single mother. That's a tough pill to swallow there. Can't be any tougher than not knowing who your child's father is, though. Like, that is crazy. But that's neither here nor there. So, and Fatima was like, I heard her say, show them, show us what? Show us what? And Andy was like, no, it's nothing. And she trying to hurry up and go on her phone and delete it. And Fatima was like, you forgot that I'm your assistant. I got access to your email. So I'll just go ahead and look it up. So she pulls it up and Fatima's face just drops. And she's like, it's Zach's baby. And then she shows Zach the email. And I guess, I don't know what Karen put together. She's been probably working day in, day out, trying to piece this email together to make it look legitimate. Because we already seen her with an envelope that was empty. I guess the email said it was his baby, but I gotta see it with my own two eyes. And again, he didn't give none of his blood, so unless she took his blood in the middle of the night, just because it's not Aaron's, which we still don't really know for sure, does not mean that it's not. I'm just trying to figure out, like, she had Aaron's DNA. Unless he was giving it for a paternity test, how could you use that? Like, I don't know. It didn't. The whole thing. That's right. It's a Tyler Perry production. I wouldn't believe nothing until we got it done and I was sitting there seeing Zach getting swabbed and them taking the information and seeing her getting swabbed and nobody's tampering with anything. Then I would believe it. Otherwise, I wouldn't believe anything. So Karen ends up coming into the firm and it's she pops Fatima on site. As soon as Fatima walks out and gets in her view, she pops her. That's where the episode ended. That's where the mid-season finale ended. Now that seemed a little fake. One, it just it was unrealistic. Two, the previews for the rest of the season, which is going to pick up in October, had Andi casually talking to Gary about a date in sight, and everybody was just so carefree. So I feel like if she really did that, it would be a big deal, with that fire. It would not be oh well, everybody's just going over their day, Andi just back in her office wearing the same suit. No. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this mid-season finale. I mean, I don't know if it was a dream, but I just need Karen to just hurry up. I don't even want to see her pregnant. I just want to see her giving birth at this point. Move this along. Let these days turn into weeks, turn into months, please. But y'all, we'll be back here. Check out my other content and be sure to subscribe. Don't forget before you click off now. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.